Hello everyone, I am Poorna Now I'll be talking to you about retailing. And this video explains to you about what is the definition of retailing and what are the various types of retail formats available in the market. Retailing is defined like this. It includes all the activities involved in selling goods or services directly to the final consumer for personal or non-business use. In this particular definition, the very important point to understand and keep in mind is selling goods or services directly to the final consumer, and the purpose of the sale should be personal use or non-business use. It is any product that is being sold at a retail end should not be used for reselling. Like selling the product again to someone else will not make this transaction as a retail transaction. So any such transactions where the product which is sold by a retailer should be used for personal or non-personal, and personal or non-business use will be treated as a retailing. So retailing, very clearly it includes selling goods or services directly to a consumer who uses it for the personal or non-business use. So that's about retailing. And why this retailing is so important, because it is a link to the production based on the number of products being sold every day, every hour, every week. Retailers will be passing on an information to the business manager and the production unit that this is the number of products being sold every day, and based on that they'll be fixing upon their production quantity. And this is also a very important customer touch point, because retail is the one who will be talking to the customer directly, and he'll be knowing about the customer perceptions, customers feedback and all, and which will in turn be passed on to the marketing manager, that which information is used to make further decisions. And this is also a largest employer in the world and a very important tax collection point. Retailers also provide service to customers in terms of giving the product to a customer at the right time and right service and all. And this is a very important function where customers' needs and wants are understood by the retailers, and accordingly this message is being transferred to the decision-making authority of any organizations. And there are various types of retailers that majority of us know. Some we know them, we are not very sure about the terminology, but now when we go through this particular slide we will understand each different kind of retail outlet with different names. Convenience stores are those which we see in our neighborhood. Convenience stores wherever the customers really feel very convenient to go and buy. All your neighborhood stores which are located at the end of your streets and all will be considered to be as convenience stores. And we have chain of stores. One point, chain of stores are those like Big C or some schools and all. Generally they have chain of stores. This is like setting up a retail outlet from one company in multiple places, and all the retail outlets are managed by the single owner. So that becomes a chain of stores. This will be almost similar to the franchisee, but the only difference that we can see between the franchisee and chain of store is franchisee, when we talk, it is also kind of chain of stores on the same brand, but each outlet is owned and maintained by a different owner. For example, if you take all the schools, play schools kind of thing, Basham Publics, all different schools that we have, Bachpan and all, these are all permissions given to someone else to take and run the business of a company. So like Bachpan school, Slade, the school has got a lot of branches, and if you can consider Sony retail outlet, Sony dealership and all, these are all the dealerships which are run under the franchising. But these are not maintained by a Sony company directly. However, these are a franchisee being given to some dealer or retailer in the locality, and that is being observed by the company whether the sales are being happened or not. And we have got other category as specialty stores where special category of goods will only be sold. For example, you take a stationery shop, all the products relating to the stationery like books, pens, pencils, erasers, sharpeners, paper, all the products relating to stationery will be sold in that particular store, and you cannot buy any other product apart from stationery there. So that is a store which is specially there for selling stationery. So such stores will be called as stationery specialty stores. And we have another category called departmental stores where several departments under single roof will be handled, and each department there will be a candidate helping the customer to purchase a product. And similar thing is supermarket, but where self-service is being given. All the department stores in a single roof, we are calling it as departmental store, but where the customer is not given self-service. Whenever there is a self-service to a customer, that becomes a supermarket. Bigger sized supermarket with facilities of warehouse and parking will be treated as hypermarket. And the other category is a shopping mall and shopping plaza. Shopping mall is something where we have arrangements of retailers in a single building taken for a rent. Whereas shopping plaza, this is a configuration of many tenants in a single closed roof. Both are almost similar, whereas a shopping plaza will be in a closed roof and shopping mall will be an arrangement of the shops in the series of lane where parking will be in front of each shop. Whereas shopping plaza, there will be parking in a single point where anybody going into this particular shopping plaza has to park their vehicles there and they has to go. So building will be closed. It is a single building, whereas shopping mall is a series of shops on the road besides the footpath kind of thing. Then we have factory or second outlet. So all these retailers are those retail shops where second-hand goods or factory outlets will be sold. And the final category one is kiosk, which will be generally pronounced as kiosk, whatever it is. These are all concession formal stores, and sometimes these will be acting as a mobile retail outlets. These can be placed anywhere in the form of umbrella, in the form of a small canopy kind of things, and these are also a type of retail outlets. And apart from these, with the emergence of information technology, we are now looking at e-tailing process, which is online retail, which is like arranging a products in online space, and the products will be sold to the customer and whatever the way they want it. Thank you very much.